Hey guys, Neil Waterhouse. Today I want to talk about how I build an eBay business differently to when I first started eBay back in 1999. Received an email from Mick Boswell. Apologies Mick if I pronounce your surname wrong. Neil, if you had to start an eBay business from scratch today, knowing what you know now to be successful, what would you do and what would you do differently? Would you do this business again or would you do something else totally different? 100% honest answer from the heart that you would tell your children. Fair enough. Well, Milk, yes, if I was starting from scratch today, I would certainly do things a lot differently to when I first started back in 1999. A lot has changed over the years and I certainly made a ton of mistakes on the way. However, I try my best to learn from each mistake and try not to make it again. Back when I started, we did not have all the tools and resources that we're truly blessed with today. When I went full-time as an eBay seller back in 2005, I had to continually fly back and forth from Australia to the USA, to the UK to attend eBay-related seminars, and also to meet successful eBay sellers so I could pick their brains. The first item I ever sold on eBay was a set of used Sidchrome sockets, which I had lying around in the garage collecting dust. Back then, most items which were sold on eBay were used items. Over 85% of items sold on eBay back in those days were, today over 85% of items sold on eBay are brand new. Back then it was mostly just used items. From 99 till 2004, I was just a hobby seller. It wasn't until 2005 that we went full time. Today there are many different opportunities, methodologies to make money on eBay, including selling used items, new items, importing, drop shipping, and many others. Personally, I prefer to only sell new items as I can create one listing and then just sell it over and over again. I don't have to take more photos, more listings, etc. Importing and drop shipping are my preferred methodologies these days. Both methodologies have pros and cons. Importing has higher profit margins, however it ties up capital, whereas drop shipping requires zero capital, however it has lower margins. Even though drop shipping has lower margins, the big advantage of drop shipping is you can list tons of items without spending a cent. Some people dismiss importing as they think they need to go to China all the time. However, nothing's further from the truth. I used to also go continuously to China, Japan and other countries in Asia. However, it's no longer needed. You can do better product research on your computer at home. Back when I started, it was nearly impossible to do the product research at home. Today, we're truly blessed with the software which is available. When we first started, we used to guess which products to sell. Today we can just sell products which have a proven track record of already not only selling well, but also we can prove the profits as well before we purchase them. Taking the guesswork completely changed the profitability of our business, just getting rid of all the guesswork. Another huge resource we have today is the ability to easily and quickly outsource low-cost overseas staff. As our business grew, our house quickly filled up with inventory and staff. My wife and I had to park our cars on the street as the garage was full of stock and the couriers were continually going up and down our driveway. Spare rooms and any space in the house we also filled up with flat pack boxes, computer equipment, printers, packing materials, stock, you name it. We've used our attic and garden shed. Today almost all our staff are overseas, with the majority of them costing less than $2 per hour. Another huge resource, which is just getting better and better, is third-party logistics companies. Third-party logistics companies, or 3PLs as they're often referred to, are simply companies where you send all your inventory and they warehouse it for you and then they ship it for you. They also have great rates with all the major courier companies and postal companies. The discounted shipping rates combined with not having your own warehouse or your own packing staff can often outweigh the cost of using a 3PL. The great thing with 3PLs is you can start tiny with just one inventory item and then grow and grow. 3PLs are all over the world. You can easily build an international business using 3PLs. In the USA, for example, we use Amazon to ship all our eBay orders, as well as our Amazon orders as well, of course. After our house filled up with inventory and staff, we got a warehouse. However, today, you don't need to get a warehouse. You can just use 3PLs. If I just start over again today, I would just use 3PL everywhere. By using outsourced overseas low-cost staff and using 3PLs, you can run your business from literally anywhere in the world, as long as you have an internet connection, which is pretty much everywhere with satellite these days. You no longer require any stock in your house or any staff in your house. Our goal was always to get out of the city and live on a farm. My wife Nicole grew up on 100 acres in Canada. She was always craving to get back to living on a farm where she could again have her horses. In August 2015, we moved out of Sydney and onto a farm. From there we run all our businesses. This simply would not have been possible back when we started. So Mick, to answer your question, would I do something totally different if I was starting from scratch? No, I would do exactly the same. However, eBay is not a get-rich-quick business. Like every business, it requires learning and practice. However, the great news is you don't need to reinvent the wheel yourself. The path has been paved by many eBay sellers. In fact, there are over 500,000 full-time eBay sellers today, with more and more running their businesses virtually from their homes every day. That's all for this week. If you're watching this video anywhere besides my blog, please comment over to neilwaterhouse.com. That's where all the action is, where all the goodies are. Please give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. I don't mind either way. Please leave a comment below. It'd be great to hear your thoughts. I always read all the comments and I always do my best to reply to all of them. Please click on the share buttons below. Everybody loves a share. Until next week, list more, sell more. This is Neil Waterhouse.